Hi guys and welcome back. Obviously I'm not in my beauty room. I'm actually out in my living room filming in natural light. I saw this going around YouTube and I wanted to do it because when I first started YouTube, which will be 4 years in the next couple of months, I think in September it'll be 4 years on YouTube, which is just crazy. But this is where I sat. I sat right in front of this window in natural lighting. I used a backdrop that my husband made for me. So I wanted to do this because I figured it would bring back such good memories and just show how much I've grown and learned through the years with lighting and lenses. So that is where I am at in my living room in front of my big window. Hopefully the lighting won't change too much. I know it's supposed to rain in the next couple of hours, so I'm hoping to get this video done and hopefully the lighting looks okay for you. If not, I'm sorry. But I think this is just a great way to film videos, especially if you are starting out YouTube and you don't have any lighting. I think that's how a lot of YouTubers start their channels, is just filming in front of a window in natural lighting. And it also brings back memories when I was younger, before I ever thought about starting YouTube, and I would watch makeup videos and YouTubers would sit on the floor in front of their beds or just like this in front of a window. So it kind of brings back old school YouTube, you know, which is a good feeling. All right, I got all my makeup right here. So if you would like to sit down and do some makeup or watch me do some makeup, then keep on watching. I'm gonna go ahead and start with my face today. And I'm gonna start by spraying with the Mario Badescu Aloe Cucumber and Green Tea Spray. I'm actually gonna go in with two primers. I'm gonna start with the Benefit Professional Primer and then go in with a primer I have not used in forever. This is the Pores No More Luminizer Primer by Dr. Brandt. I have not used this in so long. Well, I think I know why. It's because it's summertime, so I usually try and get that glow back to my skin during the winter months, so that's probably why I haven't been using this. But it is such a good primer. For foundation, I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear. One of my favorite foundations of all time. It's actually really nice to sit in front of a window because in my filming room, I have my window blocked out with a black fabric, so you can't even see out the window, and it's just like that 24/7 because I don't take it down and put it back up every time I film. I just leave it up. So for me to be able to look out a window and see life, you know, people, animals, it is really a nice way to film. There's this older lady, like 3 houses up the street a little bit, who goes for a small walk numerous times a day, and I see her doing her walks throughout the day sometimes, and she walks down to the stop sign and touches the stop sign with her cane, because she walks with a cane, and then walks back to her house. And sometimes she'll even walk past the stop sign and go down to the other stop sign, so she's really walking about a block and a half. And it's just nice to see her doing that, because I did overhear her one day talking to another neighbor saying that her doctor had told her she needed to lose some weight. It would help her with her joints and her back and things like that. So she has consistently been doing her walks throughout the day, probably for close to 1.5 years, maybe longer. So I don't know, it makes me smile every time I see her because she does remind me of my grandma. That makes me think I should probably get out there and do the same thing. Be a little more active. I'm also going to use two concealers today. I'm going to use the CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer, which I've recently fallen back in love with. And I'm also going to mix it with the e.l.f. the Hydrating Camo Concealer. This is in Fair Rose, and then this one's in Light Ivory. This is a little dark for me, the CoverGirl one, but the formula is really nice. It does seem to oxidize a little bit, but that is why I like mixing in my e.l.f. because it lightens it up a little bit and it gives me a highlight. I have been so inspired to film the last couple of weeks. You guys know when Rona started in March, so probably for 3 months, March, April, May, maybe a little bit of June, I was completely uninspired. I didn't want to film. I didn't care much for YouTube, just probably like a lot of you. I mean, makeup was the last thing we even cared about. So I wasn't working and I just felt just lazy, uninspired. As of recently, I am just completely inspired again. I see video concepts and I'm like, I want to do that. I want to do that. I want to do that because it seems fun. And just like with this, I saw this, forget who did it. I want to say it was Kelly Strake. I never remember her last name. But she filmed in natural lighting and I'm like, I'm gonna do that. So I'll just see some people do videos and I guess that makes me a little bit of a copycat, but it's okay. I just want to film. And I think people don't realize trying to come up with so many different videos all the time. I think one of the best who does it is Nikki Tutorials because she can come up with concept after concept, unique concepts too, and keep her YouTube rolling and moving and grooving and different and keep people entertained. But to try and consistently come out with new content, it's hard, especially when you don't get PR. I don't get anything. I'll get offers here and there, but they're not necessarily makeup products or not these big companies. I'm a nobody to those people, but yeah, when you're getting free makeup all the time, it's easy to review products and make videos constantly, but it's a little rough when you're just an itty bitty little YouTuber and you gotta keep videos rolling and you're on a budget and you can't go out and buy every launch, so I'm just trying to stay this inspired because I'm having a lot of fun with YouTube again. I'm gonna hurry up and set my concealer with the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Setting Powder. You guys know I love going in with a powder foundation, so I'm going to go in with the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin and just put it everywhere. I didn't set with the Maybelline Fit Me powder. Wow, I look white as hell. Holy shit. We need to do contour. We need some contour. I'm gonna go in with the Milani Silky Matte Bronzer in Suntan. Speaking of tan, I have not self-tanned in weeks. I just haven't cared, but I'm kind of getting to the point, I think it's time again. I might do that sometime this week because I'm a little bit ahead on videos, again, because I've been so inspired. So it might be that time because I feel like it's necessary. I love my pale skin, but I think when you get made fun of so bad for your skin color, in your head sometimes you feel like it's not as beautiful as you wish it was, I guess. I don't know if I'm explaining that right. I got made fun of for being pale most of my life. So sometimes I get very self-conscious about it. So, and plus when I do self-tan, it just makes me feel better about myself. I don't really care what other people think when it comes to it. To me, it just makes me feel better, and that's all that really matters. So, I don't know. I just feel better about myself when I do have a little bit of a tan, but I still do love being fair. You know what I mean? I think it's just more so a pain in the ass to self-tan. I do want to try the Bondi Sands. They have like the extra dark. Here's the thing about self-tanner that I'm learning. it does not get me that dark. And the reason is because I don't have much, is it melanin? I think that's what it is, melanin in my skin. I want to say melatonin, that's not it. Melanin in my skin to where this tanner doesn't work with it because it's not that much. So sometimes through the years, I wasted my money thinking I'm going to be super dark when in reality, that's not the case. You see these beautiful models of these tanners and of these tanner companies, and they are dark as shit. You want to be that dark, and in reality, it doesn't work for you. So that's why the only tanner that gives me an instant color is the Jergens tanner, foaming tanner that I use. So that's the only tanner that is instant. I think it's even called like instant bronze, instant bronzer. So it might look a little orange, but sometimes I'd rather look a little orange than be this pale when I'm on the beach, you know? Maybe I'm a weirdo, but that's just how I feel. For blush, I'm going to use the Milani Luminoso. I saw this just sitting in my drawer the other day when I did some makeup. And I'm like, oh, I have not used this in so long either. So, this is an oldie. Oldie but a goodie. Man, this was the blush back in the day. Let's move on to eyes. I'm going to use the Pure X Raw Beauty Christie palette. And I'm going to go in with the neutral side. If you want to see a video of me trying out the colorful side, I did do a video and you guys should go check it out. I'll put it right up here for you. Bomb. That's all I have to say. And I'm sure that this side is no different. So that's why I didn't do I'm not going to do a dedicated video to it. So let's go ahead and jump in. I'm going to use some copper boxes here. I feel like I never do a lot of neutral looks. I don't know why. I guess because I feel like people want to see color, especially in the summer. I don't know. But it kind of feels good doing a neutral look. I'm sure you want to be in a little closer when I do my eyes. I can't tell if I look like overexposed or not. I don't know. I can't. It's hard to tell, you know? Oh, well, we'll have to see in editing, you know? This is a nice shade. I forgot to tell you guys, we actually had a positive Rona case at my work. I, however, was not around this person. She's the other receptionist, and since changing my hours, I work 6 a.m. to 10 a.m., so I'm basically in and out. Nobody even comes in the shop until 8. We take grooming appointments at 8 o'clock in the morning. So the other receptionist doesn't even come in till 12. Actually, one of the days I work, she doesn't even work. So we did have a positive case. Good news though, because of all the mask stuff, all the groomers wore masks anytime they're around her. And she was wearing a mask. So all the groomers tested negative. My boss told me what the health department says is basically I don't have to test because I was never in direct contact with her. So I was just kind of waiting to see what my boss's test results came back, because that was the only person I had been around, but she tested negative. So all good news. They did have to close for the week, and the girl had to quarantine for 2 weeks until and also get a negative COVID test. I don't think she has a negative COVID test yet as of today. She had tested twice, still positive within 2 weeks. So she has not been back to work yet. But that was scary. I think it kind of scared everybody a little bit. But this side looks so much better than this side. I don't know what I was doing over here. But all good news. Only one worker that tested positive. See what mask wearing will do? So now I'm gonna go in with Camelot, this really pretty yellow shade. I never seem to think it's gonna be as pigmented as it's gonna be, and then it's like, bam, in your face. I'm just gonna use the same brush and dip into I Told You. Just kind of dust that, wow. Dust that right here. Kind of on the outer part of my eye. Tell you what, there's something about doing my makeup in natural lighting. I'm seeing everything, you know what I mean? Because we all know we've done our makeup in our bedroom or our bathroom lighting, wherever we do our makeup, and we think we look extravagant. We looked flawless, amazing, like an Instagram filter. And then we go out in the sunlight and we're like, oh, whoa, we've all been there. Okay, I don't want to toot my own horn here, but this blend though, how these shades are just blending together just beautifully. Oh, that is everything. I actually want to dip into the other side and go in with Lumos, the white. This white is insane. It's one of the best whites I've ever used. I like the white from the Anastasia Riviera palette. Look at that, you guys. Wow. I like that white as well, but I really like this white shade. Now I'm going to take some golden ticket and place that on my inner corner. I still didn't do my nails. And the reason for that is my husband had me working all damn weekend, putting new shutters on the house, painting the front door. So much work out in like freaking 90-degree weather. I must have taken some Cafe Disco on the other side. I'm gonna put some Camelot on the inside or the inner corner of my eye right here. And I also got it in my eye. Holy moly. To me, I kind of look overexposed, man. I don't know. And then I'm gonna take copper boxes and put that on the other part of my eye. I actually want to try and use Cafe Disco on the colorful side. A little bit as a highlight. Let's see how that'll look. Just a little bit, because I still might go in with my other highlighter, but... Ooh, that's pretty though. Very pretty. Might go in a little bit with my Becca Cosmetics highlighter in the shade, Pearl. Just right up here. All right, cool. Yeah, just to give it an extra pop. I'm gonna go ahead and go off camera, pop my lashes on, do my brows, and be back to finish this face. Okay, so I have my lashes on. I use the Kiss Lashes in number 11, the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in Auburn, and the Essence Lash Princess regular mascara, not the waterproof. So for lips, I'm going to start off with the NYX Nude Pink Lip Liner. I can't think right now. Now I'm going to go in with the Maybelline. This is the 275 lipstick. It's called Crazy for Coffee. I think it got brighter out, which then made me look even more overexposed. So hopefully it wasn't like that the whole video. This looks more normal to me. So I'm hoping it was more like this through the video. If it wasn't, I'm so sorry. I feel like I have not done a natural or more neutral makeup look in so long. And it feels so good. Looks good, feels good. I'm really loving it. it felt really good to film out here. It kind of gets you out of or got me out of my normal routine, and I get to look outside and see how beautiful it is outside right now before it starts raining here in the next couple of hours. But it just gives a whole new vibe. It makes me want to film out here again. Is that something you guys would want to see, or do you like when it's the lighting and the more studio feel, or do you like a more natural backdrop like this and just sitting in front of the window, kind of old school YouTube vibes? Let me know what you guys want to see, since you guys are the ones that watch the video, you know? That is it for this makeup look. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. And I will see you guys on my next one. Thanks for watching.